The king's magic drum. A long time ago, in a land far away, there lived a king. The king had a magic drum that gave him food every time he beat it. But there was a problem with the king's drum. If he stepped on a stick when he was carrying his magic drum, all the food would go bad. Every few months, the king invited all of his people to his castle for a feast. Even the animals were invited. The king banged his magic drum, and everyone enjoyed eating food of every description and flavor. One day, a tortoise and the king had an argument. The king felt bad about the fight, so to make up for it, he agreed to give the tortoise anything that he wanted. The tortoise asked for the king's magic drum. Now the king was a man of his word, so he handed it over. The tortoise hurried home. "I am rich," he told his wife. "Whenever I want food, all I have to do is beat this drum." The tortoise's wife and children were hungry, so they asked for food at once. The tortoise beat the drum, and sure enough, food magically appeared for them all. Over time, the tortoise became lazy and stopped working. His family grew fat and had more food than they could possibly eat. One day, when the tortoise was walking home carrying his drum, he stepped on a stick. When he got home, all the food in his house had gone bad. The tortoise didn't see why he should be the only one to eat bad food. So he invited all his friends over and gave them the bad food too. After this, the tortoise felt fed up with the drum, so he gave it back to the king. The king felt sorry for the tortoise, so he gave him a magic tree, which would also give him food. "But," said the king, "you can only get food from the tree once a day." The tortoise thanked the king for his kindness and went home to his family. Once a day, the tortoise went to the magic tree to get food, but one of his sons was greedy and wanted more. His father wouldn't tell him where the magic tree was, so the son followed his father to the magic tree. Then, when his father had left, the son asked the tree for more food. The next day, when the tortoise went to get more food, he couldn't find the magic tree. Instead, there was a prickly bush in its place. The tortoise guessed that someone had asked the tree for more food. The tortoise brought his family to the prickly bush. He told them that from that day on, the leaves from the prickly bush were all the food they had. So the tortoise family made their home under the prickly bush. From this day on, you will always find tortoises living under prickly bushes because they have nowhere else to go for their food.